Hey everyone, it's Cupquake. Today I wanted to show you guys a really awesome mod. This is the Amazopack, and this is created by Caleb Manley, so there are a lot of cool features that have been added, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go over some new blocks that have been added. The first one is slime. So this will actually slow you down as you walk through it, and it's craftable. So it's crafted like this with 4 slime balls. That will give you 1 slime. The next are some minerals. So there have been some sulfur minerals that have been added. So if you break this one here, this will give you knitter crystal. And if you break this one right here, you will get sulfur crystals. So these actually are able to be used in recipes. So if we go in here, you can use the sulfur. Oh God. Oh God, it turned into a slime. The slime. I did not know that happened. I'm glad I have a diamond sword. Oh no, Jesus. Get out of here, little slimes. Go back from whence you came. So that is good to know. Slimes actually spawn from slime. I would have never guessed that. Like I was saying before, you can craft using these sulfur crystals. You can make torches the same way that you use charcoal. And you can actually make gunpowder, which is dropped from creepers. So that is done with charcoal, the sulfur, and the knitter crystal. You can also use the crystal to pair up with your bone meal, and that will give you double bone meal. So that's all of the other minerals. There are some fossils that have been added. So if we break these, they will just give us bones. So there's 3 different types that have been added, or 3 different looks that have been added. What was that explosion? Did you hear that? So those will just drop bones for us, and these are actually added. So if you're in peaceful mode and you want to get bones, you can now get bones through mining fossils, and you can get slime through slime. Slime. It's called slime. So now we can get to my personal favorite of this mod, which is beekeeping. So the mod creator added beehives that will spawn naturally in your world, and if you break these beehives, some bees will spawn out. So, and you guys can see there is a queen bee just lying there for me to pick up. I'm gonna pick you up, queen bee. So you can actually kill the bees. I would not suggest doing anything like this in real life, but you guys can see I just killed them and they dropped something for me. So this is a honey drop. Now, since you have a queen bee, what we can do is we can go and start beekeeping. So I'm going to show you guys some recipes before I get into this. So, the first thing you're going to need is an apiary. So that one item you saw back there is an apiary, and it's crafted by using wood planks, wood slabs, and iron all across the top. So what you can do with the apiary is, oh, we forgot safety first, beekeeper helmet. So I'm going to go over the beekeeper recipe so we can use this apiary. So if we go ahead and check out this chest right here. If you stack 2 string, that will give you cloth. And if you place cloth around with 1 iron ingot in the center, that will give you a beekeeper helmet. So I'm going to take this out. You can also craft cloth by stacking 2 pieces of wool. That will give you 2 cloth. So, and there's also some other fun stuff we can do with honey, but I'll show you guys that later. So I'm going to put on my beekeeper helmet. It's kind of adorable. I wish it had a net over the face. That would make it more realistic, but it's cute. If we go ahead, right click in this apiary, you can see I already have a queen bee in here. And what she has done is she started to make some honeycombs for us. So you can actually double up on bees. You can triple up on bees. It doesn't matter. You can have any amount, actually a stack of 64 queen bees. And the more you have, the more they will create honeycombs and wax combs for you. So if we take out some honeycombs, let's go ahead, take out this honeycomb and this wax comb, and let's see what we can do with them. The next item I'm going to go over is a comb presser. So the way that it's crafted is with iron all along the sides, 1 glass in the center, and a bucket on the bottom. So the comb presser does exactly what it sounds like. If you press, or if you place a honeycomb inside of the comb presser, it has this really cool little animation, and it presses the honey for us. So you can see we now have pressed wax and honey drops. So this item right here is called an incubator, and it is crafted like so with iron, glowstone glass, stone slabs, and wood planks. I am not sure what it does. I could not for the life of me figure out what the incubator does. Unfortunately, the mod creator has not put any information on the forum, so until he does, or he or she does, I will have to wait to see what that does. So that is the beekeeping portion, and I think it's really cool. So you may be asking, well, what can you do with the honey drops and the combs? So you can make these blocks for one. So this is, let's go ahead and go over some recipes, not this one, this one. So we can create a honey block with a full set of honeycombs. We can create wax blocks with just the wax combs without the honey, and we can create a pressed wax block, which is done by using these pressed wax. So with the honey, we can actually put it in a jar or a bottle, and that's done like so, with a glass bottle in the center. And we can actually cook up some honey baked ham. Well, technically it would be honey baked ham, but it's pork chop. So you can glaze your pork chop with some honey. Some other cool features that I wanted to go over was this little section over here. So this really adds Amazo, if you ask me. So there are some cool features. You can actually create, with those wax, those pressed wax, you can create candles. So the recipe looks like so. So pressed wax and a string on top will give you 2 candles. You can also create chandeliers. You can create iron and gold. So it's 4 candles around and one of the elements in the center, which will give you your color. So they hang really nicely and they look super adorable. They don't look like the crappy chandeliers that I try to make out of glowstone. A next really cool item is this one right here. So I'm going to show you guys a crafting recipe before, and how it's made is with a slime ball and a pressure plate. And what it actually does is if you walk over it, wow, it jumps you up. It's a launch pad, so it launches you up, and you can continuously jump without taking damage, but if you do step off, you will take some fall damage. So this little guy right here is a rope that we can climb. The recipe looks like this, with 2 string and 1 iron ingot on the top will give you 1 rope. A weird thing though, whoa. If I have, stop it! If I have stop that! If I have something this cool, like a jump pad, I really wouldn't want to use a rope. I guess it's for getting down high places, but I still haven't figured out, you know, if you climb the rope, you can't really get up there. I don't really know how it's functional, because you can't really get down, right? If you crouch over, no, I still haven't figured out a way to use it. But so the last thing I wanted to show you was an airship, and this is a very stylish way to travel the world. So I'm going to show you guys how to craft it, and I think I forgot to place the engine right there, but that would give you this recipe here. A furnace surrounded by iron ingots would give you an engine, but I need that for my airship recipe. Also, besides an engine, we need a balloon. I forgot to place the balloon too. What a failure. So this recipe right here, this leather, will give you a balloon. So to create the actual airship, you will need 1 balloon, 2 engines on the side, a dispenser in the center, 4 strings along the corners, and a boat. So before you ride your airship, you're going to need to have coal in your inventory. So all you need to do is just right-click your boat, and we can now fly away. Come fly away, baby. So how do I actually get down? How do I get down from this thing? How do we go? Oh, there we go. Shift. That'll do it for you. So that is all I have for you for this Amazopack. I will put a link in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you liked or enjoyed this, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. But I am Cupquake, and I will see you all later. Bye!